245 verse. Atatya desa iti sruti swayam nishedhati brahmani kalpitam dvayam Suti pramananugrihita bodhat Tayor nirase karaniya eva Nedam kalpitata na satyam Rajyo drushtavyalavat swapnavacche Itham drishyam sadhu yuktya vyapoye Gyeya pasadeka bhavastaryoryaha Right. So, you see how having revealed the nature of Atma, Brahma, always remember these are two words. When the word Atma reveals the nature of one's own self, Pratyagatma, Aham Pratyaya Gochara, meaning of the word I. Brahman, the word stands for the all-pervasiveness. These are not, again and again, as I told you, not somebody's figment of imagination, somebody's speculation, but this is something swa anubhava gamya. It is your own experience, it is your own nature. Anubhava swarupatvat, because the nature of experience itself, in whose presence everything is seen, heard, tasted, touched, smelt. But not knowing the consciousness that I am, every individual, even animals, are lost in what they are conscious of, which happens to everybody. With your eyes, you see the objects, but how many people remember the eyes while seeing the object? This is your experience. Are you getting that point? How many people remember their ears while listening to sounds of various kinds? How many people remember the tongue while experiencing the tastes of various kinds? You don't remember your nose while enjoying a fragrance, nor you enjoy your skin while experiencing a touch. Same thing. You don't remember yourself, the eye of the eye, the consciousness, the ear of the ear, same consciousness, while being conscious of thoughts of various kinds, perceptions of various kinds. So that is one's own self. So it is not something somebody imagines, speculates. It's not a speculative philosophy. What possibilities are there? That is why people think never ending. Because in the field of speculation, which is the last word? But in this is not a field of speculation, it's a field of recognition, yourself, you see as it is. So when you see this Atma, Brahma, naturally thereafter comes a Jiva, Ishvara. Individual as well as the total, which you see all the time in life, like the firefly and the sun. the king and the citizen, the dust and the mountain or the universe, a drop and an ocean. Even in the physical body you can see a tiny cell and the whole human being. When I say the word I, it simultaneously rings through a tiny cell and all the cells put together. It will be very difficult for the cellular mind to grasp it is a part of a huge organism called a human being. Are you getting that? Any time it will be very difficult for the micro, the tiny, the individual, the limited, to grasp the limitless expanse. Therefore, having thus revealed both the words, now he shows the identity, Jiva and Ishvara. And scripture, Upanishads also talks about Athata Adesha iti Shruti, where it talks about Adesha, Athata Adesha iti Shruti, when it talks about, it gives you, it comes in the Bruhadarnaka Shruti. Athata Adesha iti Neti Neti, it is not this, Asmat Anyana Vidyate, there is nothing other than it. So everything in Neti Neti, not this, in the Bruhadarnaka Upanishad it comes. And what does it do? Nishedhayati Brahmani Kalpitam Dvayam. Brahmani Dvayam Kalpitam Nishedhayati. Two meanings you can give it. You can say, like in the morning I was telling you, Jiva, Ishvara. These type of two things. Micro, macro. These two things. You don't. These are like appearances in Brahman. So in reality it is Nirguna Brahma. Are you getting that point, please? It is Nirguna Brahma. Just like in the water, understand, in the water there is a drop and the ocean. The water is always water. Are you getting that? The water is always water. The water appears to be a drop and the water appears to be the ocean. So, Dvayam Kalpitam is a very powerful statement, very, very powerful statement. That is, these two things, a drop or the ocean, they are both appearances on the water. Same thing, it will be absolutely mind-boggling to appreciate that both individual, Jiva and Ishvara, are appearances on Nirguna Brahma consciousness. Kalpitam Dvayam. That is why, if you hold on to the Nirguna, the Saguna is not to be talked about. In fact, if you open your mouth, you talk about Ishvara. If you don't want to talk about anything, then don't, just keep quiet, because you cannot talk about Nirguna Brahma. Understand? Anytime you want to talk about the sounds, but you can never talk about the silence. What is there to talk about silence? Nothing. Appreciate. So, Brahmani Kalpitam Dvayam. You can take that. Or you can say, Dvayam is Dvaitam. Any duality that appears in the Brahman, they are only appearances. And now Shruti, the scriptures, now the Shastra, very clearly removes this duality. Removes the duality means what? Reveals the oneness of the universe. So as the scripture has done it, the differences between the individual and total has to be taken away. That is how now the Sankara is going to do it. Here the teacher is going to do it for the student. Understand? So the very powerful statement is that Jiva and Ishvara are like appearances on the Brahman. You don't have to remove Ishvara. Are you getting that point? Don't begin with dropping God. Don't begin with dropping Guru. Begin with dropping yourself. When you drop out, other things by themselves drop out. You don't have to drop, are you getting that point? This is a very important point, because the arrogant person, he begins with dropping Ishvara. Oh, I don't believe in God. You don't have to believe or don't believe in God. Find out about yourself. When you drop out, Jiva, Jagat, if the Jiva drops out, Jagat, Ishvara, Guru, none of these things needed. Because you exist, everything becomes real for you. If you drop out, you don't have to cancel anything. Therefore, don't ever start with dropping Guru, Ishvara, Jagat. Such a powerful statement, you must feel that for yourself. Individuality is so strong. It dismisses everything except itself. And that is why even after dismissing everything, you get into conflict. Because you may theoretically dismiss, but as long as you are existing, you cannot escape the existence of the totality. You cannot escape the existence of the creation. So there will be a duality, you and the creation, you and the God. That is why start understanding yourself, who you are. When you know about yourself, who you are, then other things automatically drops out. Are you getting that point, please? And how do I do that? Read that. Nedam kalpitatvat na satyam na idam. How does the scripture reveals it? Na idam, not this, not this. What is that? How does you reveal about yourself? You start with Dehoham, I am the body, Indriyoham, Manoham, Buddhiyam, Aham, okay, Agyanoham, I am body. Are you the body? Neti, not this. Indriya, not this. Mana, not this. Buddhi, not this. Ahankara, not this. Listen carefully. Body, not this. Sense organ, not this. Manaha, mind, not this. Ahankara, not this. After that, what should you dismiss? Who is going to ask what is this? Because ahankara gone now. Are you getting that point, please? But by habit, the person will say what? Okay, when the ahankara is gone, what is there? Now who is asking? This is not the theoretical extension. You are not seeing it. You are just making a mental jugglery. You must really see it. Am I the body? Not this. Sense organs? Not this. Am I the I thought? Not this. After that, what? Subtlety. That's very sukshma. By habit, don't be a questioner. If the ahankara is gone, after that, what is the question? That is your being. There you cannot say anything. Athat neti kalpi. So kalpitatvatna satyam. Because they are projections, appearances, they are not satyam. Continuously changing. Rajju drushta vyalavat Swapnavacha, just like the snake that is perceived in a rope or like a dream. Itham drishyam sadhu yuktva vyapohya, by completely eliminating, negating all these drishyam, all that is seen, objectified by sadhu yuktya, by right logic. Gyeya paschad ekabhavastayor yah. Paschad, thereafter, tayoho, between the two, ekabhava gyeya, that is to be known, which is the one between the gross, between the total and the individual. Both you can give up, the individual as well as the total. Jiva, Ishvara, as like your body, total body, your mind, total mind, ignorance, Maya, everything gone. Then only the oneness is discovered. Having told this, now he reveals it as to how to do it. Read. Tatastuto lakshanaya sulakshyo tayorakhandaikarasatva siddhaye nalam jahatya na tatha jahatya kintu bhayarthatmikaiva bhavyam sadeva datto yamitiha chaikata viruddha dharma samapasya katyate yatha tatha tattvamasiti vakye viruddha dharmanubhayatra hitva sanlakshya chinmatrataya sadatmano akhanda bhava parichiyate budai evam mahavakya satena katyate brahmatmanoreikyamakhanda bhava tatastuto lakshanaya sulakshyau tayorakhandaikarasatva siddhaye nalam jahatya na tatha jahatya kintu bhayarthatmikaiva bhavyam sadevo datto yamitiha chaikata viruddha dharma samapasya katyate yatha tatha tattvamasiti vakye viruddha dharmanubhayatra hitva sanlakshya chinmatrataya sadatmano akhanda bhava parichiyate budai evam mahavakya satena kathyate. Brahmatmano raikyam akhanda bhava. Very beautiful, See that. See, the heart of the scripture is not in establishing the duality. Because to establish the duality, you don't need a scripture. Duality is self-revealing. You don't need a guru, you don't need a God, you don't need a tradition, you don't need a scripture, you don't need some special advice to establish the duality, mortality, change, death, conflict, pain, anxiety, etc., etc., etc. They are self-revealing. You don't have to establish duality. Self-evident. If a teacher comes and tells, come here and I shall reveal you a great secret. Yes, you are different from monkey. You are different from a tree. You are different from anything, or you are different from a totality. Call it a God if you are imagining. Do I need that instruction? In my separation, alienation, isolation, I am PhD. Everybody is a born PhD in this understanding that I am different from creation. A person went to study this scripture to a guru, and the guru was talking about the non-duality, one with the absolute, there is nothing other than it. Somehow the student didn't have the capacity to grasp it. So he goes to a teacher who teaches Dvaita Vedanta, the dualities. And after studying for 4 or 5 years, he comes back to argue with this old teacher as to how everything is not one, but they are different from each other. And the guru is a very old man. He says, son, he recognizes the peacock standing there with arrogance of the intellect. And he says, difficult to discuss with you because so much of dadi, a beard, and full covered face, no tooth, everything will be going like that. I can talk to you. Can you call a barber? Old teacher, naturally, with respect, he goes and calls the barber. And the barber comes and gives a beautiful shaving to the guru, full mundan, complete shaving. Then the barber hands over his broken mirror to the guru. In Indian barbers, you see that the village, they will have a middle crack. Everybody will have that. Anyway, you show that mirror and give it to him. And the old man saw that. He was so impressed, became very emotional, fell flat at the feet of the barber. Oh, Narayana, what beauty you have granted me. Now imagine, barber, idiot, uneducated, stupid. And here is a wise man, elderly person, very old, father's age, falls at the barber's feet telling, you are Narayana. Now the barber, almost like he holds fire in his hand, jumps. And he says, how can you say that I am Narayana, I am falling at my foot? I will never come to save you again. He was so upset. The teacher has played the game, acted it well. He looked at the student. Now the student understood. What? That this barber has not gone anywhere to learn anything, but he knows he is different from God. And now he has gone to study 10 years to understand he is different from God. Now how stupid it is. Is it necessary for me to go to listen to a scripture, go to the scripture, then know that you are stupid, you are a rascal, you are separate, you are immortal, you are mortal, you are limited, you are separate from everything? Duality, friends, is self-evident. If at all the teacher has to say something, the oneness with the universe, that is why the scientists are searching for unified theory, not separating theory. Can they discover a principle which unifies the whole universe? Scientists are breaking their head because that is what the ultimate principle has to be. Intelligent person can even comprehend. Is there one thing which explains everything? Yes. And that little thread is with you. When you touch that thread in yourself, you are simultaneously one with the creation. Understand? That is why so much care is taken. It's not frivolous stories that is talked about. So much care is taken from the beginning. Introduction. What do you want? Who am I? Gross body, subtle body, causal body, waking, dream, deep sleep, all the Panchakosha, every description, all different types of thought, I thought. And the meaning of every one of those words ultimately going to yourself, Atma, Brahma, Jiva, Ishvara. Having this told, now he talks about the oneness. There is no question of talking God and I. Very recently in a newspaper, one columnist, they have started God and I. So many well-known personalities, they are asking what is their concept of God. So everybody is going on giving the concept of God in different way. If you really want to, first line, there is no God and I. That is the last word. But then, they have not gone there for philosophical examination. Each person is talking about his faith. Somebody believes, somebody doesn't believe, all that stuff. Anyway, forget it. But in reality, you cannot say God and I. As even, you cannot say ocean and the drop. Can you say, I'm coming to your house, I'm bringing my body as well as the hand? Huh? Can you leave your hand separate unless you have got a artificial hand? Are you getting that? By chance somebody says, I'm going to bring my body and the hand, you know he has an artificial hand. Because natural hand you cannot separate. In your house, whole family is invited. You must bring your family as well as your wife. What? My family means my wife is included, my husband is included, my children are included. It's a collective noun. When you say the word God, it is not one name for one thing. The name for everything. There is no God and I. That is why in the scripture, now they say, establish that identity by that word we saw in the morning, Tat Tvam Asi. You are that. Aham Atma Brahmasmi. I am the Atman, the self, the consciousness, here, there, as well as everywhere. Brahmasmi. Aham Atma, consciousness. It's a Brahman, all pervasive. To say Aham Atma, I should have a body. Right or wrong? Body has to speak, no? A thought has to comprehend. So sweet it is. To say Aham, listen, to say Aham, you must have a language. Your sense of being. What language does it need? Is it necessary to say I to be? Understand? It is where your living becomes such a meditation every moment. To be yourself, you don't need a name. That is where, as Bhagavad Gita will say, Mukam karoti vachalam, vachalam karoti mukam. When you know this, the garrulous becomes quiet. Previously we were talking all the time. What is there to talk? Or you are so ecstatic, you go crazy. Oh my God. In reality, there is nothing to talk. Why are you talking? Excited not to talk. It's an amazing dimension. So when the scripture says, Tattvamasi, you are that, they establish the identity between the Jiva and the Ishvara, individual and the total. They are, how do they go? How do that? Tatastuto tal lakshanayasu lakshayu tayora khandai karasatva siddhaye tayoho ekatvara sattva siddhaye, in order to establish the one essence between Jiva, Ishvara, Atma, Brahma, what he says? Sulakshav lakshanaya, that is nishchitya, deciding, thinking for yourself, one lakshana vakya is to be used. We saw that. Every statement has got two meanings. Vachyartha, lakshyartha. Immediate meaning as well as the implied meaning. Now here, two types of vakya. They are known as the lakshana vakya. Okay? Lakshana vakya. And lakshana vakya has got three lakshanas. Jaha lakshana, ajaha lakshana, jaha jaha lakshana. Okay? Lakshana vakya. Lakshana, jaha lakshana, ajaha lakshana, jaha jaha lakshana. Please understand it very clearly. Jaha lakshana means there are certain set statements when you give, you jaha, tyaga, you give up something to understand it. Like, traditionally they give you an example. Gangayam ghosah. Suppose there is a house on Ganges. When you say house on Ganges, are you stupid to understand inside the water? So you remove bhaga, that is known as the tyaga, jaha. You give up. What do you give up? You give up the Ganga pani, the water, and you know it is on the banks of the Ganges. This is jaha lakshana. Okay. Another one is known as the ajaha lakshana. Ajaha lakshana means in certain statement when they give you, you have to add something to understand it. The example they give is Shona, Dhavati. Hey, look at the red runs. The red runner. How can the red run? The red horse running. So Shona, when we say Shona Dhavati, the red runs or the white runs. What does it mean? The white cow running or the red cow running, you add something to it. So that is known as the ajahat. Jaha lakshana, ajaha lakshana. Another lakshana is where both the things are needed. Jaha, jaha lakshana. Both are needed. Like, it gives an example. Soyam devadatta hai. Soyam devadatta. One day, you had been to marketplace and you saw some fellow has pickpocketed and they have caught him and they are giving him a thrashing. And they shaved him off also, completely shaved him off. And you have got the picture of that fellow in your camera. After a few days, another place, another fellow was caught pickpocketing. but that fellow is full of dadi, nishay, full beard and mustache. Then you say, looked at it, but it is something very familiar. Oh, you say, Soyam Devadatta, this is that Devadatta. What is that? Listen carefully. This is that Devadatta. When you say, this is that Devadatta, what are you doing? Tatkala Taddesha Vishishta Devadatta. Indeed, Edatkala Etaddesha Vishishta Devadatta. The Devadatta you saw that time there, indeed, this Devadatta, this place here. You remove that time, that place, remove this time, this place, and see Devadatta. So, Bhagatyaga Lakshana, known as Jahaja Lakshana. You give up something, add something. You give up this place, this thing, and add that place, that fellow. So, this is how you understand. So, thus, 3 types of Lakshana Vakyas. Okay? These are the technical things you have to pick up. Jaha Lakshana, Ajaha Lakshana, Jaha Jaha Lakshana. The Jaha Jaha Lakshana Vakya known as the Bhagatyaga Lakshana. In another way, they call it Bhagatyaga Lakshana. That is how a sentence has to be understood. See how much they have gone into details. See that? How much details they have gone into. That is how a statement is to be, sentence has to be understood. Okay? Now, when you say Atma Brahma Jiveshwarayo Aikyam Brahmatmano Aikyam, Brahman indeed is Atma. So there only Jaha Lakshana will not work. Only something to be given up will not work. Only adding something will also not work. You have to use both. How do you use the both? Use. Just like that Devadatta there and this Devadatta here seems to be a contradictory statement because there and here are 2 different places. How can the fellow be same? So remove the there from there, remove the here from here, the other person is, that time and space you remove, this time and space you, in this time and space you remove, that time and space you add. That fellow there, indeed this fellow here. You take away from this, add that one. Then you can recognize, oh, that was the fellow there, indeed is here. Now in the same way, tatha, tattvamasi iti vakye viruddha dharma ubhayatra hitva, giving up viruddha dharma, tat tvam asi, in this statement, tad brahma tvam asi. When you say tat, it is macro, samashti, Brahma, Ishvara, Hiranyagarbha, Virat. When you say tvam, Atma, Pragya, Jiva, and Vishwa. Are you getting that point what I am talking about? Remember Tattvavada classes in these also. Already. Sthula Sarira Abhimani Atma Vishwa iti Uchyate. Do you remember that? That is why you have to remember. Sthula Sarira Abhimani Atma Jiva, Vishwa. Sukshma Sarira Abhimani Atma Taijasa. Karana Sarira Abhimani Atma Pragya Jiva. This is the name of the Jiva. Sthula Sarira Abhimani Brahma Virat. Sukshma Sarira Abhimani Brahman Hiranyagarbha. Karana Sarira, that is Maya Abhimani Ishvara. Okay? So thus, when you say Brahma Atma, Tad Brahma, Tad Ishvara, Tvamasi, you are indeed that. Individual cannot grasp it. Because if individual is said, I am such a limited one, only tiny body, he is all body. I am Alpavyapi, Sarvavyapi, I am here, he is everywhere. I am Alpagya, I know little, Sarvagya, he knows everything. Alpashaktiman, little power, all powerful. How can I be that? So that is the time you take away the upadhi and bring in the nirupadhika Brahma. You take away the upadhi from both. Rajyam narendrasya bhatasya khetaka tayorapohe navatanna raja. Morning you saw that. Rajyam narendrasya bhatasya khetaka. The king owns the kingdom. When he says, I am the king, everything is he. There is no king and I. The one who owns the village, Bhattar. If you say, Bhattar, you are the king, how can I be the king? Remove the kingdom, remove the village, bring in the person, one and the same. Are you getting that point, please? Ishvara, samashti. Jiva, vyashti. Both are upadhi. Are you getting that point? Both are upadhi. Samashti upadhi, the collective upadhi, individual upadhi. This individual upadhi is part of the collective upadhi. So remove the upadhi, individual, total. Bring in the nirupadhika Brahma, Chetana, consciousness. From that standpoint only there is oneness. Are you getting that? From the standpoint of Ishvara and from the standpoint of consciousness, Chetana, there is only oneness. From the standpoint of this physical body, mind and other things, Ishvara alone is existing. That is why when you recognize this, you become Jnani Bhakta. You know yourself as the one with all pervasive consciousness. Jnanam. Recognize your nature. Aham pratyaya gochara. Ishvara alone is existing. The moment I come to the standpoint of the body, he alone is existing. Your body is in the lap of totality. You never stand isolated. That is known as the ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana pariupasate tesham nitya abhyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam. Krishna says so beautifully. Ananyas chintayanto mam, those people who think Ishvarat anyana vidyate, there is nothing other than God. He alone is existing. For such people, Nitya abhyuktanam, eternally abiding in me, yogakshemam aham bahami. Bhagavan says, I carry their yoga and kshama. What is yoga kshama? There are only two pursuits in life. Yoga, apraptasya prapti. What I don't have, God give it to me. And praptasya rakshana kshama. What I have, please protect. What other things you want in life? What I don't have, please give. What I have, please protect. He says, I take care of both for this man. Are you getting that? Meaning, the wise people, the person who knows, he does not worry about what comes and what goes. Ultimately, the principle works out. So there is a total sense of satisfaction, contentment. You work for it. If you want, you work for it. If it has to come, comes. If it doesn't come, as happy as if it comes. That is your nature. So when you see this reality, you, in this hitva, giving up what? Viruddha dharmam ubhayatra hitva. In both the places, you remove the apparently contradictory nature, limited and limitless. Giving it up, sanlakshya chinmatrataya sadatmano akhanda bhava parichiyate budeihi. Akhanda bhava budeihi parichiyate. When you sanlakshya chinmatrataya sadatmana, having seen sanlakshya, nischitya, knowing without any doubt and error, that Chinmatra pure consciousness between Brahma, Atma, that is the Jiva, Ishvara, Akhanda Bhava Budhai Parichiyate, the wise one gets introduced to the indivisible pure consciousness. Rather, when you are introduced to that, when you are aware of it, you become a wise person. You are aware of yourself now. Akhanda Bhava. Evam Mahavakya Satena api Kathyate, like this. Hundreds of Mahavakya. Mahavakya means, understand, Mahavakya means not a great statement. Mahavakya means Ekartha Bodhaka Vakya. Understand this. Mahavakya. Mahavakya means that great aphorisms. In English you say that. Mahavakya. Meaning where all the words, Ekartha Bodhaka Vakya, where every word in that sentence means one and the same. Aham Brahma Asmi, Tat Tvam Asi, Prajnanam Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma. These are usually 4 Mahavakyas. We'll see that all later on. When Upanishad come, we'll see that. In the Upanishad itself, we'll see. So I don't have to talk about it. These are the Mahavakyas. Ayam Atma Brahma. Atma, this who you are, indeed is Brahman. Where Ayam, Atma, Brahma, all the 3 words meaning same thing. Aham Brahma Asmi, I, amness, existence, Brahman, all the 3 one and the same thing. Tat Tvam Asi, that Brahma, Tad Brahma Tvamasi, Tat Ishvara Tvamasi. You are indeed that. All the means same thing, consciousness. Prajnanam Brahma, that which is Prajnanam, pure knowledge, indeed Brahman. Where all the words mean same thing. Like they give an example is Prakrushta Prakasha Chandra. In a full moon night, somebody tells you, what is the moon? Prakrushta Prakasha Chandra. That which is Prakrushta, very well defined, Prakasha, very well illumined. In the sky, Chandra. So all the 3 are one and the same thing. They are not 3 different things. So, Sachidananda. 3 different words. All the 3 mean only same thing. So, Vakya. Ajo Nitya Saswatoyam Purana. It is unborn, eternal, ever existent one. Hundreds of words, hundreds of sentences. The whole Upanishad becomes a Mahavakya. Can you believe that? With all the words mean only same thing. How beautiful. That is why one word you understand, it's like a conundrum. One. That is a child, you are supposed to, in this tradition, they pick up. From childhood onwards, you are supposed to chant this, sing this. Why? When you are picking up 100 words and understand you want one meaning, simultaneously 100 words will explode in your head. That is why names also when are given to children. What type of name? Narayana, Krishna, Rama, Hari, Ganapati, Skanda, whatever types of names. Why are they given? Lalita, Lakshmi, Saraswati. Why that type of name given? Because if you understand your name, you don't need to understand anything else. By chance you don't have such a name, when you understand it, when a sannyasa is given, a new name is given. Why? A name which is one with your understanding. A name is given. My birth name is not Suddhananda. It is given. As a brahmachari, you have a name, Shuddha Chaitanya. When you are Swami, Shuddha Ananda. Same name becomes Ananda. Chaitanya becomes Ananda. Both one and the same. Simply for a tradition, you have to have some fun, no? Every time if you say, everything is one, then what is the fun? Are you getting that? Suppose there are 12 fellows are sitting down there. 12 people are there. All the 12 human beings. Now what is the fun? No, apparently create a division. Why? 6 people this side, 6 people that side. Somebody is serving, somebody is center, somebody in the back, somebody is net center, somebody in the sides. Volleyball. Another party, another party. Suddenly you play. You play the game to kill each other. Artificial divisions are created to play the game. Where is football without artificial division? 11 players this side, 11 people that side, 11 million watching it. Are you getting that? You have created a field. You carve out a little field out of this, then artificial division that side, this side, that goalpost, this goalpost, one fellow standing there, another fellow standing there. Wow, what is happening around the world now? Euro Cup has become now, in India people are going crazy now. Slowly, because so globalized. Euro Cup, nobody even knew. Now India every day they are giving the whole coverage and people are watching now. Beautiful escapism. Okay? Anyway, just forget that side of it. Divisions are artificial. Do not forget that you are a player. You are a human being playing a role. When do you forget? When there is hooliganism. Fans. Fanatic. Fans means what? Fan means what? Short form of fanatic. Fan. Fan means a fanatic. And then the hooliganism. Fighting. And 2 players killing each other. 2 groups killing each other. Supporters killing each other. Countries killing each other. Why did you start? To play or to kill? To play. But it ends up in killing. You understand how unfortunate it is. Artificial divisions are created only for fun. You are Brahman absolute. But play the role of a man, a woman, a brother, sister, husband, wife, child, friend, living, dying, perceiving, seeing, thinking, not doing, sleeping. How many roles can you play? Which role is better? Do you teach the actor to play or you teach the roles to play? Who is taught to play? The actor or the roles? Now what are we doing? Creating special roles for people. Going to college, university means what? Picking up new role. Engineer, Abba, no more a human being. Doctor, no more a human being. You cease to be a human being. I am not telling you jokes. Look at the generation today. Professional crown has covered the head. The humanity is shattered, sacrificed, destroyed. No more husband, wife. She is working there, I am working here. Oh, I see. No children coming also. There are no children. There are no children. Each one busy living with his life. What children? What is time for children? By chance a child is born, it will be misfortune of that child. Because the Pamba is not there, Mama is not there, father is not there, mother is not there. Country has to, the government has to babysit. Society has to babysit. It better not to produce child also. You understand where the mankind is going? Not that development is wrong, money is bad, comforts are bad, no. But don't lose touch with the humanity. Lose touch with yourself. That is why more globalized it is becoming, more prosperous you are becoming, the greater necessity to be in touch with yourself. Self-knowledge. Upanishads have a greater need today. In an uneducated society, uncomplicated world, you don't need this because anyway people are comfortable living. Very ignorant. Not very complicated. Educated people, more complicated. They need the attention. Ordinary person is not a criminal. Uneducated person do not commit that type of theft. Uneducated person steals a cucumber from your yard, and a mango, a pomegranate, something like that. Educated people, cyber crime, white collar criminals, millions of dollars, billions of dollars, just like that they take off. Do you call them thief? What do you call them? Smart. Smart. Understand? And what type of life is that? Dump. He has all the money, nobody to live with. Today they were talking about, this is some person who is earning $270 million every year in a talk show person. Or this cricket, or this is a movie, or this and that. Look at the personal life. Please. It doesn't mean the poor man is in the paradise. It's not like that. You have lost touch with yourself. That is why this knowledge, Ishvara, you know yourself, devoted to God, making use of everything in life. Play your role when in the stage. Play your role in the office because you have to earn a living. Come home, relax and enjoy. That is over. 24-hour job. In IT, information technology, what is that? People are going 7 o'clock morning, coming back 11 o'clock. Husband is like that, wife is like that. Morning you come home, before you know each other, you are gone again. By the time you come, the wife is asleep or the husband is gone to bed. They don't even see each other. And a telephone, hi darling, how is the morning? Wonderful. Darling is told over the telephone. Darling is not seen. They don't eat together, stay together, sleep together. Babies far away. Now how the babies will be born? Just think of it. And where are the babies? I'm not telling you. So many people. The whole body cycle is upside down. And when money is becoming so rare, things are becoming rare, appreciate. People are also in the villages going crazy now. Because tension. Everything connected to money is rare. Everything connected to petrol is not available. Everybody is connected to wealth, nothing is available. Everybody goes crazy. Therefore, anyway, come back to yourself. So when you know that, Brahmatmanoraika Akhanda Bodha. So by hundreds of Mahavakyas, oneness of the Brahman with the Atma, Jiva Ishvara is revealed. See that Akhanda Bhava, all times, all places, all conditions, may you see yourself. Aham Brahma Asmi. I am the Absolute. Okay, I have been told this. Now he says this meditation on Brahman. How to do that meditation. We'll see that tomorrow. So we see that. Now verses. Beautiful 2 verses comes. Astu lamitye tadasannirasya siddham swato vyoma badar pratarkyam ato mrusamatramidam pratitam jaihi yastvatmataya gruhitam brahmahamityeva vishuddha buddhya viddhim swamatmanam akhanda bodham. So, Viddhi Samatmanam Akhanda Bodham. May you know yourself, Atmanam, Akhanda Bodham, which is indivisible, pure consciousness. Abide there. We'll see it tomorrow morning. Please close your eyes.